Are your likes truly your own? This is what people have to examine. This is what social engineering is and does. It gives you false beliefs. It gives you false preferences. It gives you false perception. And then you are actually becoming a person that you would not naturally, ordinarily become, because the social engineer is actually guiding your development and how you think. There are so many people in the world that are mind controlled this way, that are socially engineered this way, that it's not a matter of asking who is socially engineered. It's a matter of asking who isn't. It's a tiny piss-ass percentage of people who are not completely owned by the social engineers mentally. What qualities do you find attractive in another person? Is it possible that such likes and preferences could be implanted into your belief system? It might surprise and even disturb most people to think that such aspects of their personality may not actually be on their own. Maybe you didn't develop that. You did, as Obama said, when it came to a business, you didn't make that. Yeah. In this case, it's actually true. Maybe you didn't make your mindset. Maybe someone else made it for you. Maybe what you think and you're rigidly attached to is not your actual own thought process. Maybe that's a Satanist who is a chess master at the manipulation of the mind, gave you those thoughts, impressions, those desires, those wants, those feelings, those preferences and perceptions. The problem is most people would never know because they don't examine those things. They just take them as for granted. They take them as read. That's just the way they are. And that's just my genes did that, or experiences in maybe my childhood did that. They don't even understand. The social engineer's mindset is everywhere. It's in every media. It's in Hollywood. It's in every story you've probably ever fucking heard or read. It's in most of the books that you've ever read, unless they're specifically trying to tell you how it works and decondition you from it. That's why I say it's not a matter of reading a lot of books. It's a matter of reading the right books. It's about discernment in knowledge and information and reading the books that you actually need to read to understand what you need to understand. That's what the gathering of the grammar is. How many of people's thoughts are not their own? Edward Bernays, who wrote the book Propaganda in 1928, said this, and the subtitle was The Public Mind in the Making. And he wrote other books about social engineering as well. The conscious and intelligent manipulation of the organized habits and opinions of the masses is an important element in democratic society, so-called democracy, mob rule. Those who manipulate this unseen mechanism of society, which in other words, he just told you, it's the occult. The unseen is the hidden. It's the occult world. Those who manipulate this occult mechanism of society constitute an invisible government, which is the true ruling power of our country. He's openly telling the population as an insider, an agent of the occult world, that occultists are the actual ruling class. Those who manipulate this unseen mechanism of society constitute an invisible government that is the real ruling power. Who are they? They are those who direct the conscious and intelligent manipulation of the organized habits and opinions of the masses. Social engineers. Social engineers are the occultists who ultimately sit behind the ostensible power structure and are the true ruling class of our society because they are capable of manipulating the minds of the masses of people. Bernays went on to say, we are governed, our minds are molded, our tastes are formed, our ideas suggested largely by men we have never heard of. This is a logical result of the way in which our democratic society is organized. He's talking about the occult network. He's talking about the way that occultists are placed into point positions of power and influence in all of the institutional bodies of humanity in every aspect, as I've endlessly talked about. Continuing on, I know we only have about a minute left. Most people don't even truly know why they find certain things that they find likable, agreeable, attractive, etc. that way. They don't know why. See, the Nazis were a huge occult society. I just rewatched the movie Inglourious Basterds, in which one of the Nazis, one of the main characters, talking about the Jewish population of Germany and Europe. Why don't we like them? We don't even know why we don't like them. We just don't. He was acknowledging that the occult class that created that society, that created that regime, implanted beliefs into them where they don't even know why they took on their likes, opinions, or belief systems regarding the Jewish population. Most people don't know why they find certain things attractive or agreeable. The same can be said for both men and women, both men and women.